It's the 21st of August, and we'll take a look at what's going on in the garden now. Apples are pretty much ready to go, and by apples I mean two of them. There are two apples left after the squirrels discovered that there was an apple tree. So what are you going to do? So cherry tomatoes are doing grand. Been picking these for a while now. So there's two varieties here. There's a red one and, well, the yellow one is the same variety, but I've been saving the seeds every year from the ones that end up yellow, and yeah, so I think I have a fairly consistent yellow crop at this point. It rained very heavily yesterday, so a lot of these are going to end up bursting later on today, so I'll have to get out here and do a good pick. Peppers, not really a whole lot of performance. Got a couple of green peppers in there, but they're just not really taking off this year. Don't know why, but got a few, not nearly as much as last year. We have, these are the San Marzano tomatoes. Generally not, well, I mean, they're producing, but they don't look very healthy. Again, a lot of yellow leaves in there, but they are producing, so fair play to you, I suppose. Coneflowers that I have to go and plant later. This one got ahead of itself. Normally they don't bloom until the second year, but that one just said, oh, I'm not playing by your rules. Zinnias. Onto the arch. This is where the cucumbers are, and not doing as great as I'd hoped, but they are producing, and I've been picking them. So got cucumbers there, you know, pull some bit bigger than that every other day or so, every day. I don't know, there's another big one right back there. So right now a lot of salads going on with cucumbers and tomatoes in our house. So Brussels sprouts, not doing great. Just, you know, they're not very big. They're only the size of my thumbnail. And they're just not very tall yet either. So they're just not doing great. I don't think I'll bother doing these anymore, because that's 3 years in a row I've been disappointed by them. Yeah, I don't know. I think part of it is I did not grow these from seeds, so I have no control over the variety, and it's just whatever Menards sells you. This is a zucchini that I threw in there. I don't remember what was going here. Oh, I got a nice big stripy one going there. I wait for them to get pretty big and then take them out, slice them up, use them in soups. Pretty good soup base. A couple of cayenne peppers threw in as an afterthought. This is where beans were. This bed pretty much has just kind of become clay. It's very hard for the roots to get around, and I think that's been the problem with this bed. Eggplants, not really any bigger from when I put them in. Peppers, not doing great at all either. And even the pickling cucumbers back there never did get healthy enough to climb. So overall, this bed has just been fairly useless this year. So pretty disappointed in that. Triangle bed, leeks are doing fine back there. There's quite a few. Some of them are a good inch thick. Most of them aren't, but I wish I'd grown more. These are hot peppers, and these are doing just fine. So there's a Hungarian hot pepper, so you can see the difference in height from left to right. The further right you go, the deeper it is. Again, I think it's just the clay soil that's in this bed has been stunting everything. Not too much performance on the zucchinis in here, but what you gonna do? So, oh, there's one right there. Poked up. There's a zucchini growing. All right, so I got something going on here at least. Look up to the big beds down here. This is the sunflowers. They are easily 10 feet tall. That's fine. Squirrels don't seem to have discovered them yet. These are just some small bell peppers. That's about as big as those get. They're good for snacking on. But again, not a lot of production. Lots of leaves, they make lots of flowers, and then they just don't turn into fruit. See, like theirs, it's just kind of going bad. I don't know what's going on there. But plenty of light, and the soil's pretty good down there, so I don't know. Poblano peppers, they've been doing okay. So they have already gotten a couple of crops of these guys. So they're looking pretty good. So no complaints. I do need to tie them back. Haven't done it yet. Green beans are doing great, of course. I've did a pick on these 2 days ago. And basically I pick them when they're about the size of a pencil. So I get about 3 pounds every week. So and they grow very fast, and so we just blanch them, freeze them, and they last for ages. Cantaloupes, so these are fun. So got a bunch of these going. I've already picked 1 or 2, and so some of the heavier ones I've been suspending on the stockings, so that does a pretty good job. So yeah, these have been turning out okay. So I got them planted in time, they got established, looking good. Eggplants, threw these in here after the onions came out. So these are a fingerling type, so they just make these itty bitty eggplants, maybe about 3 inches long tops, so they're just kind of starting to get going. And with jalapenos going back here, so quite a few jalapenos. That's a pleasure to see. Oop, and that fell over. I need to stake that up. Nice. This is more banana peppers up here, so they're looking okay. It took a while to get going. Cayenne peppers falling over, but those have been fairly productive as well, so yay. No complaints on that. Come around the back. Goodness me. Tomatoes, big wall of tomatoes back here. So these are now turning nice and red and plump, so they're ready to come off. I've been taking them off already so far. Those are a good slicer variety, which I grew from seeds from a tomato that I bought at the shop. So you can do it too. And this tomato is quite nice. It's called a black strawberry, I think it's the variety. Check my earlier videos to find out what the hell it's actually called. But they have a, as the missus says, a much more deeper flavor. They don't taste nearly as bland as the regular ones. Excuse me. And back here is the spuds. These ones are basically ready to come out now because the leaves are dried out and fallen over, so we'll see what comes out of that. Potatoes all the way along. My goal is to get like about 5 pounds out of each one of these grow bags, but we'll see what the hell happens. So yeah. Oh, let's come around through the maze. And we'll do a quick check along the back. Jeez, that's a lot of birds. More zucchinis. They're not really nothing back here is producing very well at all. I've said before that everything back here is just getting outcompeted by the grapes, and there are so many grapes. So probably another 2 weeks I'll get out here and start harvesting those, and we'll see what maybe we'll get enough juice to make some wine or something. I don't know. They're very nice and sweet though. Various tomatoes, they're doing all right, I suppose. Not producing a lot. I've already gone through and picked here earlier this week, so that's why there's not too much on there. Pumpkins, got nothing out of them. No pumpkins. No pumpkins. Acorn squash finally started creeping across the lawn, but at this point it's the end of August almost, so there's not going to be any pumpkins coming off of here. This would be an acorn squash. I picked a small one from here earlier, but I do mean it was like the size of my fist, so not great performance on these squash. There's a female flower down there, so they're still trying, but they're just not now. We're just run out of time. So more tomatoes, more bees, plenty of bees, more little acorn squashes, but yeah, they're just not going to get very big at all. But they're still going, so I'll leave them there. You know, it's not causing any harm. Yeah, so that's it. Various varieties of tomatoes, lots of grapes. And then the last thing I'll pull up here. Oh yeah, the other apple tree has a couple of apples, so that's all right. And then there's my little orchard, and those are the hops. And the hops went all the way to the top, and we can see they are starting to form cones now. Might get enough here for make a couple of beers. And that is everything. Bye.